Hi, it's the Silly Moustache here. Joseph Walus, 5389, has asked me to explain myself and why have I acquired the instruments I have and what appointments do I like. Okay, let's take that last bit first, appointments. In 1996-97, I realised that the rhythm neck, the 1 11/16 thin necks and shallow backs, really didn't suit my hands or my playing style. Someone lent me a 12 fret Martin Dreadnought with a 1 7/8 neck, and that solved my picking problems, but not what guitar I could have, because finding a Martin D18S, 28S, 35S proved impossible. But I went to a shop in Wapping in London, and a very kind gentleman sourced some 12 fret guitars with wider fretboards, and the one I came home with was a Collings DS2H. Now I don't have that Collings anymore, but I have a similar one, a later build. That was in 1999. Now this is my latest acquisition. This is a 99 built, same time as the other one, slightly earlier, it might be 1998, and it has what I would call the Martin style 28. Oh, by the way, all of these are Martin designs from the end of the 19th to I would say to about the 1930s. And Collings makes excellent versions of them, which is why I've got them. So this is a 00, but it has, if it were a Martin, it could be called a 0028. In Collings terminology, it's a 2H, herringbone for H. So it's got this ivory binding, it's got the herringbone, and it's got a rosewood back and sides. And could be Sitka, could be Adirondack. This is Sitka, I know. So all of my Collings, with the exception of two, one of which I shall show you in a moment, are 2Hs. So that would be my standard trim. The other important factor, I do like the slotted headstocks that go with the wider 12 fret necks. They're not essential, but I find them more ergonomic. They work better for me. So this is my 00. I have a 000, which I've had since 2005, which is beautiful, and that is the first Martin design that had the longer 25.4 inch scale. The other design, so that's a 28, this in Martin terms would be an 18, because it has got the tortoiseshell or plain black binding, and it would typically go with a mahogany back and sides. This of course is a Collings, so it is a D, S because it is the standard, which is the 12th fret, and 1, which is the equivalent of the 18 trim. So this has mahogany back and sides, and it is beautiful, and I bought it because it was on sale, very reasonably priced on eBay, and that has become my bluegrass guitar, because it is all the power that anybody could reasonably want, and it fits my hands like the other ones. Okay. Martin made various levels of trim, and this is an Eastman version of a style 40 trim. They call it knee 40. I would say in Martin terms that would be a 42 or a 45 trim. And it wouldn't be my ideal. The 28 trim is just perfectly adequate for me. What other things have I accumulated? I've got a dobro and a mandolin because I was playing in bluegrass bands, and I got a national because I wanted to play some bottleneck, and I got some arch tops because at one time I thought I was going to be able to play jazz and western swing style, and that didn't work, but I got the arch tops anyway. So why do I collect them? Because I'm a bloke, and blokes like things, and as opposed to women who like shoes and handbags and making the house nicely and having pretty ornaments and things like that. Men like collecting things, and this is what I do. I collect guitars. I think I've just about done it now. I've never put us in financial problems by buying a guitar, but I don't buy at top prices or new. So if I decide I'm going to have another type of guitar or shape of guitar or design of guitar, I will stalk it like my cat stalks theoretic mices in a garden. I'll just wait until one appears somewhere, and if the price is right and if I can get to it reasonably, then I will buy it, and I will have, like, I've got Collings, I've got Dreadnoughts, Triple O, Double O's. Maybe one day I might have a No, but I have got an Eastman No, and that fulfills that brief pretty quickly, pretty well rather. So there you are. I hope that gives you an idea, and that's why I have acquired the instruments. I don't drink much, I certainly don't gamble, and my wife doesn't let me chase after women, so there we are. This is my hobby. I hope that answers your question, Joseph, and if you have any more questions, please feel free to ask them rather, and if anybody else has questions or comments, I always read them. If you have been, thanks for watching. Bye.